Hey guys,
Got to take a look behind the numbers.
watching Miller of the South.
New York Lottery. Joe Harris coming off the bench tonight. More on that in a moment. But just look at the three-point shooting.
Watching the Brooklyn game.
Since the 2017-18 season,
Brooklyn looks pretty good. They're a rookie center.
It's got the highest
Even without James Harden.
in the league.
Do you think
A flamethrower, that's exactly what he is. And the best part about
Brooklyn needs
we've seen him
James Harden to be a real title contender?
How he's developed a complete game. So for him,
I don't necessarily believe that. KD
he's able to drive a closeout. He can make
very
plays,
good.
finishes around the
Sorry, I might lower down a little more. Yeah, but Brooklyn looks good. Oops, excuse me. So yeah, I'm going over the Brooklyn game. It's live right now. They look pretty solid. Playing the Jazz. Got to see what the Jazz are made out of. Want to keep an eye on all NBA teams, not just Rockets. Really have to figure out where they stand.
Embrace the dirty work, the rebounding, the competitive intensity, and we're already seeing flashes of that. Also, Bert, worth noting, the starting five we're seeing out there on the floor, this may very well be the first time they've competed together as a group, even dating back to
So it's the
training camp. We'll get that confirmed with Coach Nash. They didn't have a practice.
Brooklyn's up by 15 points with no KD. See Kevin, Mike D'Antoni right there.
Michael, you can look at it the other way though as well. How do you scout them if you're the Jazz?
Carry Irving looks smooth.
Right now, this starting five has been fantastic. 20-5 lead. That foul was on Irving.
I had one watcher. I had one person watching.
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving's on fire. He just hit a three.
And on a mission. Ingles in, Favors in for Utah. And again,
Sorry, having technical difficulties.
Last touch by Brooklyn.
I mean, Kyrie
Somebody's knocking on the wall.
has got so many moves.
The heck is that noise?
He could pull out with his handles.
Yeah, so Brooklyn's up by 18 points. They look very good. Kyrie Irving looks solid. Remember, no KD. He has been isolated from his teammates. Ingles with a three, miss. Kind of miss Green. Jeff Green for the Rockets. I like a big man that's a ball handler. But I'll take Christian Wood. Kyrie Irving, still a solid player. I would never sleep on Kyrie Irving like that. I know it didn't end well in Boston, but I don't necessarily blame that on him. They had a lot to deal with that year with the injuries and stuff like that. So Brooklyn moves the ball so much. Nobody's the real threat off the. Well, I guess LeVert is already looking for a shot right when he comes off the bench. Of course, Spencer Dinwiddie ran. I never want to see a player go down with injury. That's very unfortunate. You know, I hope he just makes a speedy recovery. I think he's a free agent, and I think he's already suffered 2 crucial injuries in his career. So very unfortunate for him. Hope he still gets paid. You know, and he's still a legit player. So I don't think the Jazz are that good. I don't think they're even going to make the playoffs. So they're going to really have to clamper down on defense for them to be taken serious. But they don't have enough offensive power to keep up with a lot of teams in the West. Yes, I'm a big fan of Spider, but you can't rely. He's brought them to the playoffs several times, and you really can't count on him. You have to give him some of the right pieces. I really haven't kept up with Utah. I don't know what they added or what they subtracted from their team this year. But, I mean, Brooklyn is putting a spanking on them early. Kyrie Irving looking for his teammates. Really wanted to see them versus I could cover any game I want. I could get tired of this game and move it. Allen went down. I thought he got hurt. The other day, I seen Allen get dunked on. I forgot by who, but it was so nasty. He's a poster child. Yeah, I mean, if you're watching, comment. I'm just going over the Brooklyn game. Kyrie Irving is going off right now. Beautiful pass. This team is so unselfish. The passing is fluid, efficient. The Jazz look very ecstatic. How do you say it? Very confused what they want to do.
Follow goes to forward net, and it won't count. Favors cannot believe it.
They only got 7 points, and it's already 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Not an animated sort.
I wish I could show the game. I would love to do that. But the NBA and YouTube did not play that. They really would. They would strike the hammer down on me if I did that. They some hoe ass.
Ball movement.
For real.
Ball movement after row comes up.
People trying to watch the game. They're like, hey, people trying to get paid. I think Clarkson has really defined himself in a new role, like a spark plug. He's like a microwave. I really didn't. Once he left the Lakers, I kind of felt like he was going to fall off. But with the Jazz, they kind of give him a role that he's exceeded to. He got paid in the offseason. I think it was a good price for him in that role. Allen has that big old afro.
Right now, rebounding total in favor of Nets 11-5. LeVert needs some help. Irving.
LeVert
lets it fly.
LeVert wants to get his shot almost every time. Very, very aggressive. So is Clarkson. Here comes Clarkson again. Clarkson is trying to do that plug. I already see it. He's getting more opportunity than Devin Mitchell.
Clarkson, faded off. Rebound. Irving taps it over.
Favors are still pretty good. I can't believe he's still around.
Kyrie Irving, Jared Allen, extended minutes here in the first quarter. So as we're talking about who's playing.
Do y'all see LeVert as a potential up-and-coming player? Like
across the board, there has been
hey, how you doing, Lisa? Just talking some hoops. Kyrie Irving's going off another 3. Oh my God, this man is on fire. They are up by 21 points. It's almost the end of the first quarter. Still 2 minutes. Oh my God. Mike Conley. Don't count on Mike Conley to score. I feel like Mike Conley used to be a poor man Kyrie Irving. Harris got paid. I think it was $72 million for 4 years, I want to say, but I don't know much about him. He's a journeyman, but $72 million for a journeyman is kind of like outrageous. Steve Kerr doing a great job with that team. You got Mike D'Antoni and Amari Stoudemire on that staff. Who's the defensive coach on that team? None of those guys are. If y'all know, let me know. There's no defense. But they look defensively sound, well-rounded. Rudy Gobert getting into with Shaq. I don't know if y'all noticed, there was a lot of social media that Shaq was saying that Rudy Gobert is not worth the money that he's getting for a man who averages only 11 points and 4 rebounds. I don't necessarily think he said 4 rebounds, but I know he was talking more about his offensive game. I know he did post a picture of him saying if they played against each other, he will only have 11 points and 4 rebounds. That's kind of messed up. Shaq is a veteran. He doesn't need to be pooping on these young players getting paid. So, I mean, it's not necessarily his say to be saying those things. The Utah Jazz value him, and he has been a defensive player of the year. I think he's won a defensive award, if I'm not incorrect. Yeah, he has. He was the defensive player of the year 1 year. Shaq talks a lot of crap about some of these players, some of these centers.
Switched on by Conley.
Doesn't necessarily talk about other players, just centers. So I mean, he has the right. He was a center at one time, one point in time. Shaq making money himself. I don't know why Shaq's hating on another brother getting money. That's what necessarily not his place to say that. Yeah, I mean, if y'all have a question or anything, just let me know. I kind of changed a few things. I put some chains on my boy.
Johnson is the all-game defender. Clarkson glides.
I don't know if y'all saw my last video. I showed my jerseys. If y'all have seen my jerseys, it was my last video that I posted. So y'all go check it out if y'all are interested in any of my jerseys or any jerseys in general. I need to get back on my jersey game. I've been slacking with the whole COVID. I think I bought like 3 during the whole process, and I probably got gifted about 2, so probably like 5 jerseys during the whole COVID. That's not like me. I usually like get like 10 in a span, or 10 to 15. Sometimes I'll sell them. I don't do that no more though. I think every jersey, every shirt or whatever has a sense of a memory. You know, somebody gave it to me. I got it some way somehow.
Shot that he could knock down, and we know
Tyler Johnson is pretty good. I saw him in the bubble, and I thought he was very slept on. He's a spark plug. Now defensively, he just got burned, but that's his issue defensively. Mike Conley shooting a 3. Mike Conley, he can't get his shot, and that's, you know, I'm not against him getting a shot, but you don't necessarily want to go to him consistently. LeVert is so aggressive in this game. They're a serious threat in the playoffs. Can't wait till the playoffs. DeAndre Jordan, I necessarily haven't seen him the last few years. I kind of wonder if he's still as efficient as he was with the Clippers. I know he did okay with Dallas. I know, you know, nothing to run home with.
Last season, he's around 5 per game, but just see the ball go through, get more of a rhythm, and give yourself opportunity.
If y'all have any questions, let me know. Sorry about that.
Conley making 2 for 1. I think this is a badly. Jordan after the bubble got a roll. He'll wait for his teammates.
Sorry about that.
Their way down the floor. LeVert is trying to break out of a serious slump. He's averaging 2 points per game in his last 3.
LeVert's taking the last shot. LeVert, I guess he is their third option now. LeVert is good. So fast and crafty, smooth, aggressive.
2 seconds. 1 second. Clarkson off the mark. The Nets shoot a blistering 70% from the field with a completely new look in the lineup. 35-14. They lead the Jazz after 1 against.
Yeah, so if y'all have any questions, let me know. So I might turn it to another game since it's such a blowout. Hopefully I get more people in here. I wish I had. I would be talking more if I just had several more people in the comments. I could change it to any game y'all want. I could break it down. I just can't show it because that's against the rules. So in 20 minutes, you'll have the Lakers versus Memphis, Timberwolves versus Denver in 21 minutes, and the Spurs, Clippers. You can see what Brooklyn had, and Utah. Utah, a team that's always in the playoff threat, playoff heat, middle of the pack. I don't really take them too serious. Denver, these are the teams I take serious. Lakers, of course, Clippers. If you don't get Pandemic P, Denver. I mean, you have to say the Mavericks just because Luka Doncic is so good. And see what they did against the Rockets last night. The Rockets, if they keep James Harden, and the Rockets, if they have a good package that gets returned, and if John Wall plays like an all-star, and if Christian Wood keeps playing like that. But Denver's definitely playing well. Jokic is an all-star type player right now.
Start of the second quarter, and it's time for the Taco Bell.
If y'all have any questions, my one person, let me know. I had 3 people on here, but like I said, it's not the Rockets game, so I'm just talking NBA hoops. I'll probably make a Rockets game later, Rockets video, breaking down the opponent tomorrow because I'll be at work before the game starts. So, in that fact, I'll break down the Indiana Pacers. I know they've been playing really good. Arvydas Sabonis' son, Sabonis, has been playing to an all-star level. I've seen Victor Oladipo has been playing really well. Michael Brogdon has been playing good. Hope I said his name right. Who else on that team? Pretty much that's it. Turner hasn't been playing that good. I saw his 3-point percentage is very low. I think it's like 15% this year. I got a stat line that I took a picture of some of the worst 3-point shooters. So the worst 3-point shooter right now is Kelly Oubre with 4%. I said 4%. It's a 4% 3-point shooter right now. I can't even pronounce this man's name. 6.7%. RJ Barrett, 12.5. Javion Carter, 13.3. Gary Harris, who plays with Denver, 15%. Luka Doncic probably went up since last night. He hit a lot of threes last night. 16.1%. Miles Turner, he was 18.2%. Grayson Allen, I don't expect him to be good, 18.8. Kellen Hayes, 20. Danny Green, Danny Green, man, 21%. Can always count on Danny Green for being a sorry-ass 3-point shooter. You have one job, play defense and shoot threes. Hey, he's a champion, multiple champion. He has 3, Lakers, Spurs, and then the Toronto Raptors. So I got to give him that. Can't take that away from the man. Yeah, if y'all have any questions, just let me know. I kind of added a few things. Like I said, added his buzz was a gift from my brother, and he's like, I know it's not a child's playhouse, but I love collecting things. They all have memories. That's it.
Bogdanovich puts it on the net, passes out for Clarkson 3.
Clarkson hits an early 3. And Brooklyn is getting putting a killing on Utah, 37-17.
Gobert, he was met by
Oh, there goes Gobert. I hope that Gobert puts a good showing on just so Shaq could let up on the man.
Tyler Johnson in the half court, filled it up. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass to Allen. Eagles using the swing of the ball fake. And just starting to get into a flow. Steve Nash is taking a timeout. 9:51 mark.
So here comes Utah coming back. I have a lot of fight in them. That's just Utah. They're never going to go away that easily, especially KD's not in the game. So I want to see what this game's going to come down to. Like, so if Utah storms back and gets the momentum, I wonder who's going to be that besides Kyrie Irving, who's going to be that other player? Is it going to be LeVert? Since KD is out, is it going to be LeVert? It's going to be Spencer Dinwiddie's out too. So who? I guess we'll see if LeVert can be that other guy for tonight. Donovan Mitchell is so nasty. He could stop on a dime and cross the man up and just shoot it. And he has the hops. It reminds me a little bit of Baron Davis. A young Baron Davis with the Hornets. Charlotte Hornets. What do y'all think about Michael Porter Jr.? Do y'all think he's the real deal? I just seen him get dunked on. Mitchell, his highlights are nasty. Oh, these clips are just him dunking on dudes. This man just did a 360 turnaround pass. I think Mitchell is better than PG, for real. I'm not trying to be a hoe, but I would take Mitchell any day over PG if I had a pick. If y'all have any questions, let me know. Only got one comment. Hi. I'm not wearing a Rocky jersey right now. I showed all my jerseys, so no Roman secrets on what I got. If y'all haven't seen my jerseys, like I said, go look at them. Yeah, Kyrie, Stephen Curry went off. Kyrie Irving's been having a slow start, but he's been putting it together the last few games. So good.
And the 92 points January 3rd and 4th of this year.
Man, such a great 3-point shooter.
According to him, like the Jordan being Bird, he took that personal.
No doubt. And rightfully so, what he's accomplished in this league. Steve Nash said it prior to the game. This is going to be the craziest NBA season.
Let me know who's watching. Curious who my one person is. I did have 3 people on here. LeVert looking for a shot. Tyler Johnson, pass back to LeVert. LeVert looking for a shot, driving, pull up, little teardrop. Got it. Looking good. LeVert's very good. You got Conley looking for creating. Ingles jumper to Gobert with the putback jumper. Pull. LeVert at it again. So they have LeVert as the main ball handler on this unit. He just dribbled it out of bounds.
Bogdanovich with his length, 6'8" size, takes up. He's a better defender.
Do any of y'all watch football?
Just because he can stay in front. But a lot of the balance.
I live in Texas, Houston, Texas, and a lot going on in the Houston, down in the Houston Texans stadium. It was really bad this year for the Texans. Such a horrible season created by my most hateful. I hate Bill O'Brien. She's such a horrible person. Some of the things I've heard about Bill O'Brien is he was a horrible leader, always putting down players and put them in a doghouse and kind of waste away their career. That's not how you run an organization. Young players are going to make mistakes. It's how you mold those young players to get out of those bad habits. Allen looks good. Allen just stands under the basket. He doesn't really bring nothing to the game, as in on the offense. But if he just stands there, he's doing his job. He can set a pick over the basket and then Mitchell go into the basket. Such an efficient scorer around the basket. That's what they need.
43-25.
LeVert looking for a shot again.
It's like a statue.
Gotta switch it up. LeVert's beating the man. He's beating his man. I don't even know who that is, but Jordan Clarkson with the ball, passes out back to Ingles on top of the 3-point line. Looking for something. LeVert, Ingram's, same thing. Ingles doing the same shot. Stole it. Back, turnover again, back for Brooklyn's favor. Wow, Kyrie Irving had a wide open layup and passed it up for a 3-point shot. Utah has the ball. Another turnover. Ingles. Harris for a 3. Wow.
68 games in a row.
So Harris, I was talking junk about him, but he looks pretty good. Joe Harris.
Quite the same highlight that it would have been in the previous play, but Joe Harris knocked down the 3, and I think this might be our first fist bump signing of the season.
Joe Harris, I guess, is pretty good. I don't know how he is on the defense. Yeah, hope I get some more people in here. I'm gonna make a video later with Anthony whenever he can get on. His mom got some of the doghouse like Bill O'Brien. If he's grounded. If y'all got any questions, just let me know. My one person who I wonder who you are. You know, I made that Jersey video and somebody disliked it. Guess I'll take that as positive criticism. Because not everybody's gonna like your videos. So if I get some dislikes, that means I'm getting people who I don't even know liking my videos or disliking my videos. So I guess I'll take that with a grain of salt, some positivity. If y'all got any questions, just let me know. I might turn it into another game. It's a shit show. Brooklyn's just yo-yoing with them. This game is being better referee than the Rockets game did versus Dallas. That was god awful. Talking about another shit show. Those referees should be fined.
As much as I'd love for us to be, mistakeless and be perfect defensively, the reality is we just gotta fight and
Steve Nash already looks like Steve Kerr. Welcome to being a coach, old man.
We talk about developing as a coach.
Look at Steve Nash now. Look at Iverson. They're drafted the same year. Steve Nash looks like an old man, and Iverson still has braids, wearing chains and big jerseys and big pants still. I think he changed it up, though. I don't think his clothes are big no more, but he's still wearing a lot of chains and fitteds. That's just Allen Iverson being Allen Iverson, but like you see Steve Kerr, Steve Nash, and you would think Steve Nash is 6-7 years older than Allen Iverson.
When you're without Kevin Durant, it is not just about the numbers and the production. He impacts the game in every single aspect.
So Utah has cranked up the defense a little bit. They put O'Neal on Kyrie Irving. It's not even enough. Kyrie Irving clicking. Looks like that grandpa, uncle grandpa, right? I know that's his name. That's a cartoon. Uncle Grandpa. Have y'all ever seen that cartoon on?
Allen couldn't throw it down. A foul called on the interior. Jared Allen will shoot a pair.
Well, and watch Kyrie Irving. He's getting double.
Like Kyrie Irving shoes.
So he got two guys smothering him. But what does he do? He's patient. He uses his strength. He squares up, and then in triple.
Kyrie Irving put that man in the chamber. He triple threat like 5 times. Drove to the basket and then pulled up and did a jumper. Now, I got to give it up to O'Neal for being disciplined, something that Michael Porter Jr. is not capable of doing. And that, I think when I look at Denver, because I'm keeping a close eye on Denver, if I take them serious or not, their guys aren't disciplined on defense. That's why they allow so much points, but they also get a lot of points. Denver can't allow a lot of points. They don't have the gunners, so they have to be a great defense. Mitchell doing another turnover. Mitchell looking so Donovan Mitchell really is being a non-factor for this team right now. Turned over the ball and gave it right to Kyrie Irving.
I have no choice here but to do this because I gave up the ball.
So I got somebody else back in here. Either it's somebody who was in here previously or a new person. Don't be afraid to comment. LeVert looking for a shot again.
LeVert? Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, he just did a turnaround jump shot within the free throw line.
LeVert now with 8. It's 53-27.
Do y'all think James Harden should be traded? And for who?
Stumble and a foul.
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell hacked on the play.
However, interesting when Quinn Snyder was asked before the game in regards to making sure his team has the right approach, given the fact you learned that Kevin Durant is not playing. So we played a Houston team that had basically none of the rotation players and lost by 20. So these guys have got to come to respect.
Donovan Mitchell scoring. Donovan Mitchell's going to have to crack the 30 mark this game. Looks like Kyrie Irving's going to get 30-something plus points tonight.
He's laboring a little bit back up the floor.
Kyrie Irving's such a good player, but he always has an opinion where people don't agree with him. That's fine. I mean, but I think people will question his how much invested is he into the game still. He's won a title already, so how invested this season will show how invested he is.
And that's a part of it. It's something that he's going to be speaking with some of these early season things for the Nets on defense. One of those aspects is making sure that you're not overhelping it. An individual has their matchup settled. Let them go to work and defend one-on-one.
LeVert using the Allen screen. Ingles recovers. LeVert fended off. Allen.
So, yeah, I mean,
Jared Allen goes hard.
Jared Allen is really aggressive in this game.
During this young season.
Had a great cleanup job because Gobert was forced to pick up Harris LeVert, and it gives Jared Allen the opportunity to get inside.
So,
this is exactly what you're talking about, Bert. As Mitchell was stepping back, his left foot.
Mitchell could get a shot at any point in time. It doesn't really matter. It's just if Mitchell is gonna. I think Mitchell wants to get his teammates involved more than anything. I understand. You're not gonna win a game by yourself sometimes.
Harris exits with 5.
LeVert looks very solid. LeVert has the potential to be, I don't necessarily want to say an all-star, but he has the talent to become an every game capable player to be relied on. And those are rare, and because from year to year, some players could be it, and then they could fall off. But I think LeVert has the talent to be a very efficient player year to year. Kyrie Irving bringing it up. Mike Conley holding. I like Conley on Kyrie Irving. I don't know how much Conley has left in the tank, but I do know he has some. He looked okay in the bubble.
Conley will set things up with a 3.
Conley shooting a difficult 3. You just can't. You have to create you gotta get your teammates involved. If you're down by 20, you gotta get your teammates some shots. That's very crucial because you want to get something going. Even if they're not okay, then you put it on your shoulders. But Conley's not the guy to be doing that.
He is 9 of 9 from the field.
O'Neal with a 3-point shot. O'Neal 3. O'Neal is a really solid, good player. He has the potential to become a great player, for the number 2 player for the Utah Jazz. Solid on defense, and he has a great shot. She just said that he has a very efficient 3-point shot. Ooh, Gobert showing why he got paid on Kyrie Irving. That block was so aggressive. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Right through. What are you going to do? Gobert playing in the middle there because he realizes that Kyrie Irving can either take the shot or he can dump it off to Jared Allen, which he is so adept at.
See, they got a lot of options. Brooklyn does.
So Kyrie is now
I
not
don't think it's
Irving.
their role players are good enough for a James Harden trade, though. I mean, I do not agree with that, and neither do the Rockets. Don't let the media twist things. You don't have to definitely trade a player just because the media and the outlets are telling you to trade a player because that's where he wants to go. That I gotta give a big shout out to the Rockets organization for not bending when everybody was trying to make them break. Yeah, they didn't show no weakness. They said they were going to get uncomfortable, and they did. And now James Harden's playing for the team right now. You know, I mean, you have to be a strong GM who is able to gamble on whether that All-Star is going to even show up to camp. Or so James Harden showed that he didn't show up to camp, but now you have to gamble the next step to show if that player is going to show up and actually play on the team on the regular season, in which he did. He did show up, but he showed up fat, but he still balled out. But you got to give it up to Rafael Stone, who took over the Daryl Morey job. Rafael Stone was already in the building with Daryl Morey in the Rockets organization. He just got promoted to become a GM. But I got to give it up for Rafael and James Harden for coming in and actually just playing and getting back into shape. I'm pretty sure they're on the same page right now. They both just want to, things to iron out, even if it means a trade. James Harden has to raise his value. I'm pretty sure Rafael Stone and the Rockets organization told James Harden, hey, you just come and start the season off, raise your value, and we'll trade you. We'll raise your value because his value was at an all-time low with the shenanigans that he was pulling in the off seasons. Kyrie Irving was so good. Well, the Jazz, if they could score a three or an easy basket right here, yeah, they're getting free throws. So they have to keep scoring. If they could get it within at least 10, they won't because it's only less than 2 minutes left, or a little more than a minute. But
free throws for Mike Conley, career 82% shooter.
They allowed 61 points. That's very bad for a team that's known for their defense.
Now, a quick word.
So yeah, like me and Anthony are gonna make a video later. Anthony Sweet, my co-host, he's gonna make a video with me, and we're gonna break down the Indiana Pacers on what we expect, and what we expect from the Rockets game. They're a pretty good, solid team. I'm not gonna take anything away from them. We should have beat the Dallas Mavericks because they're shorthanded, but this is not a team that's going to be taken lightly as the Pacers. We're still down Daniel House, Ben McLemore, and KJ. I don't even expect KJ to be playing anytime, even if he was healthy. He's a rookie who's barely 19 years old. Shot clock violation. So the Jazz have stepped up to their defense. They got to take advantage of Kyrie Irving not on the floor. That's what happens when you. I can't show the game. I'm sorry, I can't show the game. I'll get in trouble. If I show the game, I'll get in trouble. My channel will get reported. I might not have a channel no more. NBA and the YouTube are very strict on that. I wish I could broadcast live games, live stream. You see a lot of live streams. They're not like the YouTubers are not even showing their name or anything because those YouTubers are gonna get banned real fast. Or what people do, they probably make a live stream. People subscribe and like, and they will like change that. They won't never do a live stream again. They'll get those fans and suck them in and they'll change the whole channel and change it into something else. They would just take advantage of those fans that clicked and try to watch the game. Not me. I'm trying to build my channel the right way. If y'all don't know, I'm going to try to pass out little goodie bags at the Toyota Center. I work right by the Toyota Center. So I see some of the fans coming at the game, and where's the best place to find the diehard Rockets fans? At the Toyota Center. So I see them all the time. I'm going to make 20 baggies a week, and I'm going to put something in there, maybe with my sticker of myself and a Rockets sticker, and maybe a keychain or a pencil or something like that. And I'm gonna pass them out, but I might have make sure they subscribe before I give them a little baggie. It's my hard work and money. I don't get paid to have a YouTube channel. Maybe one day, if I put in that work and that labor, that it will pay off, and I do get paid for it. But till then, I'm not getting paid for putting in this work. Everybody has to start somewhere. Success wasn't just given to me, I didn't have that opportunity of manipulating people. Ooh. Allen dunked on Rudy Gobert. Two big, long, slender men getting dunked on. Y'all know Rudy Gobert, he's slender man, and Jason Allen's a really slender man. Mitchell taking a hard hit in the basket and a foul. I wish I could show this. That was such a nasty dunk. Allen slams it on Rudy Gobert, and Rudy Gobert just takes it. I don't know. I have to foul. I don't want to get dunked on. I would have to foul. I like your wall and your posters and your Rockets. Yeah, thank you. It's just a bunch of stuff I had around the house. Look at these chains. He's a player. So there should be some games coming on in a little bit. Let's see. It's halftime already. Let's see what else is on. Like I said, I love to show the games, but I can't. I'll get in trouble. So yeah, you got the Lakers playing right now. I wish I could show the games for real, but the evil NBA won't allow me. I like Memphis's arena. Their floor is really nice. Kind of like the Vancouver theme. Hey. Yeah, so Vancouver has that theme of Memphis has the Vancouver theme. Memphis always has new jerseys every year now. Seems like it. They're always trying to make some money, I guess. How is Jared Dudley still on the team? He must be a really good teammate to be on the team still. If y'all can see what I'm seeing right now, the mascot of the Memphis has a handful of pancakes in his hands. Pancakes, like cooked pancakes in his hand. The mascot of Memphis. So I don't know what he's gonna do with them. And he's opening up some. Wait, he has soda cans. He's stacking them up on top of each other. They're not open. Okay, what's the commercial?
Any outside expectations, focus on our own growth.
Well, yeah, I mean, I like to go live because it builds my channel more. I'm not necessarily going to get all the views and all the likes that I necessarily would like, but going live is the best way to catch other people's attention. And maybe you might get one subscriber, maybe, but my time is worth that, one subscriber. I like those new Memphis jerseys. I like the old ones better, the Vancouver. I might get a Vancouver Mike Bibby or Sharif Abdul-Harim. Maybe Michael Dickerson. Thank you. I actually had an Andre Johnson autograph plaque, a little wood one, my favorite Texan of all time, but I gave it to my brother. Wonder if he still has it. Let's see. I've never went to Memphis, Tennessee, but I would love to. They're known for their music. They have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, if I'm not wrong. I think the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is there. I would love to see that one day. Gus's Fried Chicken. Good
And I
line.
know not only do we all love the chicken, but you love the pie for desserts too, Lance.
Oh, yes. It's a pretty good food.
And he scored.
Morris just got bodied.
All right, so the Wizards had 21 of the 24 for Memphis.
They're gonna make LeBron James work for every point. I don't see Anthony Davis. Maybe he's on the bench already. But Anthony Davis, I don't know. I know they're gonna play it very, 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 very careful with him because he's known for being injured.
A foul was called. So, you know, the Lakers came out with.
Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what your opinion is about some of these games. I see LeBron turning over the ball a lot. Go Houston Comets. I don't think they exist no more. They haven't existed for about 15 years. Yeah. I don't think they had the support of the city after the Texans came into town. And the WNBA is kind of boring. I'm no shade to them, but the game has evolved, though. I see women dunking nowadays, which I salute to any woman who can dunk. Yeah, damn it. I think the Comets won back-to-back championships. If I'm not incorrect, I have to check my phone for that. But I think they won 3 championships. Cynthia Cooper, 4 years in a row. Oh, yeah. They were great. After they won those championships, they kind of became irrelevant to the city of Houston. That's kind of like the Dynamo. Dynamo, I think they won championship maybe back-to-back, and they kind of fell off the face of the earth. Well, not necessarily. They have their own arena. But I couldn't really even say I know a Dynamo fan. I don't think I would even ever think of talking about the Dynamo on this channel. No disrespect.
Kind of laid it out there, bro.
Oh, yeah. Did you? I didn't know they won all the way through 2000. That's crazy. Greatest basketball team in yeah, I'll say that. Hey, championship's a championship. I'll take it. Even if it's gymnastics. I mean, everything takes practice, perfectionist to be a championship.
To lead the charge at 13 in the final frame. Lakers one going away.
So I'm having in and out on this video. But yeah, I've never been to Memphis, Tennessee, so maybe that's something I'll plan this year. I know wouldn't mind going to see a Texans game over there. I'm pretty sure the crowd wouldn't be too aggressive with us, since there are our big brothers of the NFL. Remember, Tennessee Titans were once called Houston home for a long time. They had a lot of success, but the owner had he had an outing with the city. He wanted a new arena, and he didn't get it. And they moved to Tennessee. And then they went to the Super Bowl right away. I'm just glad they didn't win the Super Bowl, because that would have been a kick in the pants for Houston fans at that time. And then the late great Steve Air McNair, and Eddie George. Come on, y'all know Eddie. Eddie was a monster. 250 pounds at least. A running back. He was Derrick Henry before Derrick Henry. So I had some difficulties. I got to get out the game, but that was a pretty good Lakers game. Memphis is a young team who's going to make you work for every win you're going to get. Like I said, the Brooklyn and Jazz game is at halftime. That's pretty much a blowout for right now. See what we get. Practice makes perfect? Yeah. Yeah, it's an old saying, but it's just the truth. I mean, you put in the work, you're bound to see some success. Even if you're the worst of the best, you're still considered good at your job. You're some way, somehow relevant. The worst team in the NBA could beat any team in the world. Like I say, you don't have to necessarily be the top on your. I would say me. I'm not going to be the best YouTuber, but if I'm just a part of something great, then that's great. Kuz looks great. I think he got his contract and he's elevated his game. Anthony Davis went away with the long hair. Has some short hair now. Looks like the old Anthony Davis from New Orleans. I've always been a Valanciunas fan. I thought he's a great passer. Not a great defender. Could get a shot. Very underrated player. Marc Gasol with the three. Air ball. I think Marc Gasol is done. I don't see how he lasts this year. He's going to be so relied on in the playoffs. I just don't see it. I like that Memphis. Oh, man. I really want to show y'all the Memphis. I guess. I'll just show you. That Memphis arena, the Bears in the middle of the court. Valanciunas. I don't want to necessarily get kicked off YouTube. But once I get that opportunity to show y'all again, yeah, I will. And I like those jerseys and those shorts. It's a mixture of the old school Vancouver. Y'all don't know where Vancouver is. Vancouver is in Canada. That's the Vancouver Grizzlies. That's where they're originated from. So the Grizzlies are not found in Memphis. They are found in the cold weather. Or not necessarily, I don't know if they're cold weather, but they're not found in Memphis. So they never changed the name of they just changed the cities. It's just like the Jazz. Like you don't see nobody listening to jazz in Utah. Utah, such a weird city. So I just see the chlorine. Now I have some Vancouver shorts that I wear quite often that I love. Was a gift from my girlfriend and I love them. Hey, you're on the wrong channel again. My name ain't Poppy. Thank you. Hey, pal. Thanks for joining the channel. We're looking at the Lakers and Memphis game, and it's a pretty good game right now. Looking at two teams that are going opposite ways. The Lakers are already established as a championship team, but for how long? And the Memphis Grizzlies on their verge of becoming a real challenger for the middle of the pack of the West. But right now, they're still too young. But their defensive grid is so great. No, I know I don't have to be so proper. Yeah, to keep your dignity. You want JJ? Oh, he doesn't necessarily want to come up here. JJ, come here. He's eating in a bone. This guy is such a. He said, leave me alone. So maybe I'll make JJ his own YouTube channel. Maybe we'll start posting videos of us doing outdoor stuff. I know some good woods. I could take him out to the woods and we could show some videos of that. I think I might go fishing Friday. I'm off Friday, so I might go fishing and I might take JJ to see how he acts and I might record that and post that as a YouTube. I know my channel is just strictly sports, but like I said, we could cover a lot of things, you know. He's not a vicious beast. Maybe towards you. He smells a predator. Oh, I just wanted, my brother's still here. Have this toy. They bought me. It's pretty cool. JJ came over here now. Such a vicious beast. It's hard to get him in that angle. But yeah, talking back into the game, I don't want to run nobody else who was watching the game or listening to the highlights. So Memphis keeps calling timeouts. Oh, the LA called a timeout, sorry. I feel like I really want to go to a Tennessee game. And since the Texans and Rockets are in the same division, I mean, it makes it so much easier to go and watch the Rockets or a Texans game. Oh, see, look, we play Memphis back to back. Oh, the Lakers, excuse me. They have the Spurs, Bulls, Rockets, and then Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't know if y'all saw the chains on my boy. He's trying to get his game back up. He had a long New Year's still. Y'all didn't know he was driving me around on New Year's. So LeBron James, they're complaining that he's not getting the calls. LeBron's not getting the calls because he's an all-star. Doesn't sound right, so it should be a evening. That's why the referees control the game so much. That sounds so wrong saying that LeBron James is a superstar. He should be traded more. It's a disadvantage to anybody you play. For the Lakers analysts, for them to even say that out loud is just sounds stupid. King LeBron, Rockets and the Lakers. It's Lakers versus Memphis, and Memphis is up 35-30. Memphis has a weird team. They're so aggressive. Ooh. Dylan Brooks with the 3. Schroeder's on the court with Kuzman, a rookie, Houston, Morris, and Pau Gasol. Morris with the 3. Morris missed it. Valanciunas with the rebound. Anderson passed out to Brook. Brook taking a jump shot in the perimeter. Got it. Brook looks really good. This team looks very good, very unselfish. You gotta love those unselfish teams because they're gonna get good opportunities, good shots. They're gonna find that open shooter. Shooter looking, shooter driving, shooter blocked. Dylan Brooks with another shot. Air ball. King Braun. I'm not a LeBron James hater, I don't agree with the analyst what he said. Superstars should be treated with a sense of, Horton Tucker. That was the fifth man for the Lakers. So I'll get Anthony on here later, maybe. He told me that he was going to get on here in like 2 hours. Anthony is, he said he's really busy, but we're supposed to make a video breaking down the Pacers later because that's the Rockets' next opponent for tomorrow. So don't know if Anthony would necessarily want to get on here live, but we can watch the game together and break it down for y'all. I don't like the way yeah, you can comment. Who wants to comment? Join the show, Anthony. But I have had 4 total people watching now. I got 4. I had 5. Now I have 4. Y'all want to see JJ again? Let me know if y'all want to see JJ again. He's right here. Somebody press Y or N for no. He's looking around like, hey, who's playing? I think Kuzman has a. Yeah, okay. He's the star of the show. Here you go. He's under the desk. He don't know what's going on.
And welcome back to the FedEx Forum.
So,
All of a sudden, it's a
Schroeder.
Grizzly lead. Grizzlies looking for their first win at all.
Schroeder's not a great 3-point shooter, but he's on the perimeter like he is. Anderson. Comment. Let me know what y'all think. Leave him alone. Hey, I asked if y'all wanted to see him. The answer was yes. He loves being messed with. You should see him when I get home from work. He's so hyper. He goes to his box and brings out all his toys and brings them all around the house. Anthony Davis. Yeah, I'm going to post a video Friday, me and JJ hanging out at the We Go Fishing. Yeah, Rockets are playing tomorrow. Rockets play before I go into work, so that's why I'm not going to be able to cover them live. But that's why me and Anthony will break down a video covering the Pacers today or tonight. If not today, tomorrow morning, because it's not really that important. Because the game is at 7. I go in at 7, so I won't be able to cover them. But it's fine. I can always do a breakdown the following day as well. And I'm off Friday. Like I said, I'll post a video of me and JJ going fishing or in the woods. I'll wear his Rockets jersey, and I'll wear a Rockets jersey as well. Anthony Davis running the fast break. Anthony Davis is such a great dribbler. Now, when I look at Anthony Davis, I look at Christian Wood. I just see such a bigger player in Anthony Davis. So thick. Christian Wood is slender, man. Anderson with the and 1. Y'all can see Anderson's head is so big. His forehead is this big. It's this big. It looks like he's that guy, like a brain. It's the brain. I'm not trying to diss him. I'd be a hoe, but it's just how he looks. Every time I looked at him, I just looked at that forehead. Y'all know that movie with Will Ferrell? He's Blue. It's a cartoon. He looks like that. Dog and owner finishing and camping. Yeah. I don't mind posting a video of me and JJ camping or something, doing something. I feel like 2020 was such a horrible year. We really didn't get to do a lot. And 21 has already been such a great year for me and my family. I feel like already in this month, I feel like I already accomplished more than I had already accomplished all year last year. Yeah, God gave him a big head. I'm not trying to make fun of the man. Hey, man. Maybe I'll put Anderson to cover Once this video is done, I'll put him on the cover of this video title, and y'all can see how big Anderson's head is.
Box out, going up the ladder to get AD. Front Matthews directing traffic. Bounce now to Trez. Good cut by Matthews.
So Lakers looking for some efficient threes. Matthews a miss. Kuzma with the offensive rebound. Schroeder. Montrez with, oh my God, Montrez with several offensive rebounds. Schroeder with the three. Schroeder with a miss again. And now they finally got a rebound. Memphis allowed like four offensive rebounds. I like to keep these videos interesting. But, it's not necessarily about basketball. Like I said, JJ, if y'all want to see JJ again, press Y. For no, press in. Or y'all want me to leave him alone and relax. Shooter's a glorified backup, in my opinion. I don't think he's a starter. Montrez is so aggressive on the boards. That's where that man makes his bread and butter.
The Lakers' offense is falling apart just like the defense did earlier.
So the Lakers have issues offensively and defensively. I don't see a lot of shooters. That's why last year the Lakers had so many good shooters around. Even Rondo became a good three-point shooter at one point in time. When it counted most, Rondo was a great shooter. Yeah, maybe Anderson needs bangs. I don't think that's the style nowadays though. So I got bangs, but Anderson doesn't have bangs. He has curly hair. Anderson's forehead, I don't even think bangs will cover that. Not even a hat. I don't know why I keep talking about Anderson. I think the conversation has just made me. Shooter hasn't done nothing this game. LeBron James coming back out. Anderson with the pick. Anthony Davis with the three-point shot. Anthony Davis hits the three-point. 42-49, Memphis up. Such a horrible shot. Memphis is rushing things. Memphis needs to go back to what got them the lead. Patience. Efficiency. Shooter looking around. Shooter, they need to get the ball out of Shooter's hands. He's not a great shooter. He's not a threat. Montrezl Harrell with the basket underneath. Y'all want to go back to the Brooklyn game? I can do the Brooklyn game. This game looks a little more fun. Did enjoy watching Kyrie Irving do his thing. I think there's in total like 5 games tonight. Montrezl Harrell looks pretty good. Looks like Montrezl Harrell.
While we have a moment, Trez goes to the line. Here's a quick word from Carl Jr.
Montrezl used to be on the Rockets. I was so mad when they traded him to the Clippers. But it wouldn't make sense. The Rockets have Montrezl Harrell now. Well, I mean, he would fit in great with the Rockets now. Rockets are lacking on the boards. The biggest issue for the Rockets is their offensive rebounding. The offensive rebounds they're allowing and the defensive rebounds they're not getting. LeBron James is on the floor for like the 3rd time this game. I don't. If LeBron James gets injured this year, I think it'll be over for them, but I wouldn't necessarily be mad at him. Like, I mean, I couldn't be mad at anybody for getting injured, but I don't hold it against him and his legacy because he's in his 18th season. So if he got injured, I wouldn't hold it against his legacy. I know that's what he's working for. I mean, he's already proven everything. He wants to win more championships. But I wouldn't put an asterisk on anything that LeBron James has done. I know he's bounced around from team to team, but still one of the great players in the NBA. So it's halftime, 45-49, like the man said. So I'm going to see what else is going on. That was a pretty good game. My girlfriend's watching the Kardashians. I can hear those ladies in the back. That's all I hear. Okay, so Brooklyn's playing right now. Like roosters or hens. What do you call them? Yeah, if y'all have any comments, let me know. Anthony, Rockets just need a defensive center who don't got any defensive big men and all. Yeah, Anthony, I agree. I mean, they don't necessarily need to go out and spend big money on a glorified backup center. I mean, they don't need to do that. They don't need to trade Aaron Gordon, you know. But they probably have to trade PJ Tucker, maybe Daniel House for a center. Now, who is that center? What do you think, Anthony? Who's that center? Who would that center be? I don't know. I know we said Dedmon a few times, but I mean, there has to be somebody else we could actually get that is another name. Just like a trade for McGee would be good. Definitely not spending too much. Yeah, McGee's pretty good. What about a young guy? Do you know a young guy that we can go and approach?
Allen misses on a pair. He is now
Yes.
7 at the free throw.
I don't know how long further the Rockets could go on without another rebounder. Just PJ Tucker's not it. I don't know how sold I am on PJ Tucker being traded because he's such a glue guy. I don't want to lose him for nothing. So Brooklyn's up by 80 to 61. Utah is down. Kyrie Irving dribbling, crossing up everybody, crossing up O'Neal back to back to back. He's yo-yoing him. Harris with the Hey, I got to give it up to Harris. Harris played great defense, even though he was getting about yo-yoed out there. Harris, O'Neal is pretty tired. Why a young guy for the Rockets? Not necessarily a young guy, but young guys have cheaper contracts. So if you trade for a young guy, you probably get a hungry player who's willing to prove himself and on a low cheap contract. That's why I say a young player. Dedmon was such a big fat contract.
There was almost a split second.
Anthony, earlier I know you break up Turner that he's still young and he'll take Eric Gordon a pick. And yeah, I understand that and I agree. I want to go over the fact that I wanted to go over the stat line with you because I called this out earlier in my show. This is the worst three-point shooters, Anthony. Kelly Oubre, 4%. RJ Barrett, 12.5. And you have Miles Turner. He's one of the lower ones. Miles Turner, 18.2%. Like you said, you mentioned Miles Turner. But he's shooting 18.5%, 18.2% from the three-point line. I don't know how you look at that because I know that's one of his strong points in his game is his three-point shooting. And Anthony, I know that's the most attracting thing if you trade for a Turner because you're losing a three-point shooter now with Eric Gordon. I like Turner, but I necessarily don't know how that'll look. Still might have to go a different route.
Setback three. He's got it. Harris LeVert, a stolen stroke. The Jazz have no answers for the Nets tonight.
Sorry, I got distracted looking at stat lines of Turner. But no, I like Turner. I just don't necessarily know how he fits with this team. And giving up Eric Gordon, he's shown so much promise this year with the fact that his defense has came back and better. He was already a good perimeter defender, and his three-point shot looks icy as fuck. I don't know if you just give that up so easily. Just, Turner hasn't shown me the next step. I mean, I look at Turner and I look at Christian Wood has already shown me more than Turner has, as showing that he could be an all-star. Turner hasn't shown me that. I mean, look, is there another young, tall, and professional for sure? Yeah, I don't necessarily know what that means. But Anthony, is there another person that you could see, like a cheap person on the market besides Dedmon? There has to be a free agent who's just great at. There's that guy, Kelly. I think it's. I gotta look. They just need a rebounder. They're getting bullied on the boards. Last night they couldn't stop. They couldn't stop Tim Hardaway from, getting hot. Tim Hardaway is a great shooter. I already know he is. He's shown that he could. Something about Tim Hardaway going off on the Rockets every year. Every game they play against Tim Hardaway, he tends to blow up on us. I'm a Tim Hardaway fan, though. Fareed would still be good, but there's a reason why no one is getting him. There has to be a reason why nobody's getting Fareed. I don't know why. I think teams just kind of moved on from Fareed. I mean, he got cut from Denver. He got traded. Denver traded him to Brooklyn, and he got cut right away. And then he didn't even play in the playoffs for the Rockets. So I don't necessarily know how much of a liability he still is, or how much of a threat he could bring to the table. Got one job, do it, rebound. Can't even do that. Used to be a great rebounder, though. Yeah, Anthony, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know why. He averaged 15 points with us. Like you said, I don't remember if he averaged 15. I don't really remember that. I remember he was really good with us. He would get bullied a lot by the bigger centers, but that's going to happen. Yeah, when Capello's out, I remember that. He was. The bad thing is Harden can make a lot of players look good. It's what else they bring to the table. Offensively, if you could get a lob, you're going to be efficient with James Harden. But it's defensively where we're having our issues. So are you still high about Christian Wood, Anthony? I know he had such an off game yesterday, but I remember I told you it's not all necessarily about getting three-point shots. It's about being relevant. It's about keeping yourself engaged in the game and being productive and hitting those dunks and shooting those jump shots and getting to the free throw line and playing defense, etc. You don't necessarily have to hit so many threes to be called offensive force. Ingles is such a weird player. He looks like that guy at the YMCA that says, "Hey, you want to play hoops?" And then you're like, "Sure, dude." But then he starts hooping. He's like so aggressive. You're like, damn, I kind of do not want to play against these guys. Just too so goddamn aggressive. This game's over. They're down by 30. So Brooklyn is a real deal. I mean, they're toying with Utah. Allen dunking all over Gobert. Not a buyer on Utah.
Utilizing that ball screen. Excellent job with Jared Allen. He has been going at home and for as many shots. LeVert is knocked down individually. That nice job of realizing.
LeVert has a lot of promise. Allen's a free agent. I think it's best if Allen stays. I don't know if necessarily they give him the bag, though. Is he worth it? I don't really know if he's worth the bag. I like his throw, though. So big. It's just reminds me of Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace, Dr. J. Dr. J was never the same after he cut his throat. It's for my older fans. Yeah, hooping at the YMCA. That's where the old dudes shine. JJ's right here. So Rudy Gobert at the free throw line, let's see what he does after getting paid. Forgot how much he got paid. I think it was $100-something million for 4 or 5 years. I could be off though. It's ridiculous.
Outside LeVert, we put 1 minute to go in the third.
But I mean, I already seen Gobert get dunked on 3 times this game. LeVert going one-on-one. Oh my God. LeVert is killing it. Oh, he just got Ingles. Oh, he just picked his pocket. He's going for a layup. Wow. LeVert is. Hey, what do you think about LeVert, Anthony? He has a lot of promise. They're being very aggressive against Ingles. LeVert's really well rounded as a player. Has a jumper, has defense, can run. Yeah, LeVert is really good. He just has to stay healthy. I agree. Some people are already champions born to play. Yeah, I agree. Some players are. Yeah, LeVert's really good. He's going to show a lot of promise. He just has to take that next level of where he's going to fit in the NBA. I see Brooklyn, though. They're giving him the keys. I remember they asked LeVert, how do you feel about being in the James Harden trade rumors? He said, I'm not really worried about that, and I'm just here to do my job, and that's the way to approach it. You know, can't worry about that drama or BS, because all that's just BS. Yeah, LeVert's always injured, Anthony. He's injured a lot because I don't necessarily know as a young player you know how to take care of your body. The game is so fast, and I don't know if they know how to really change their body in from college or whatever they were playing. The college game is so slow compared to the NBA. So Allen and LeVert playing solid with each other. No KD, no problem. Y'all have any questions, let me know. I can answer them to my best ability.
Nice job to go aggressive to the basket. And who's there? Oh, wow. Jared Allen.
Yeah, the COVID is nothing to play with. Yeah, I love covering the NBA, so I'm not going to box myself in just making Rockets videos. You know, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to keep growing. If that's talking about Brooklyn, I mean, that would just help me more when we play those teams to really see, hey, do we have a chance? Who's going to be aggressive? Who's going to be a factor? Who's injured? Who's been right? Who's been getting used so much? Who's going to be dead by the playoffs? How was your New Year's? I mean, I didn't ask how your New Year's was. How was it? Everything y'all expected? I mean, how's so far the year started out with some of y'all? I ate a Caesar salad today. It was so good. I don't know if y'all care what I ate, but I think it gave me heartburn. I'm getting old. How does a Caesar salad give you heartburn? Like, seriously? Is it the Caesar dressing? I didn't even know that was possible. I'd rather watch the Lakers game when it's halftime. Yeah, the Rockets have been following protocols. I mean, they had their issues in the beginning of the season, but like I said, ever since they kind of seem like they're back on the right track. Seems like Brooklyn's the one who's dealing with the COVID issues now, but I mean, they look good tonight. Must be a benefit to have all this talent and have KD out, and it's okay. Maybe the Jazz just suck. LeVert is toying with them. LeVert and Irvin are toying with the Jazz. Looks like Mike Conley's finished. I think he's running on his last tires. Clarkson has been a non-factor in this game. Clarkson looks so bad.
For all the highlight plays we're seeing on the offensive end, there is no question to me that the tone has been set on the defensive end.
LeVert this game alone looks like an all-star, but it's all about the next game. And Steve Nash knows point guards. He knows what a point guard should look like. I like Steve Nash as a coach.
Ready to shoot, and he cans it for three.
He got a lot of flack from ESPN and a lot of social media that Steve Nash has no real experience and hasn't paid his dues of being a coach. But he was with that Warriors organization, and he has paid some kind of dues. Becky Hammond with the Spurs, they said that she got a turnover on a lot of teams, and she's the next one to take over Greg Popovich's position.
Remember though, for his health, there is a lot of game left in this Utah team.
No, it does. Shut up. She just said there's a lot of time for them to come back. They're down by 40 points. Shut your ass up.
Outside, lead by Johnson, bullet feed. Oh, Cameroon! Knifing to the rim.
It's like me telling y'all, like, oh yeah, like my show's about to end in 2 hours, but y'all stay. Like, I try to convince y'all to stay. Like, I've been going for 12 hours. I say my show's about to end in 2 hours. Y'all stay with me. Like, this game's over. They're gonna lose viewers.
Lob it up. Mitchell could not catch it. Out of bounds.
Wow. Everything that's going bad for the Jazz is everything is going bad for the Jazz right now. I wish we played Jazz next. They suck. I fear Brooklyn. I mean, I'm glad they're in the East, but damn, they look so like solid. Joe Harris with the three. Bad is Philly. Yeah, I got heartburn with my salad. Haven't heard of that one yet.
Back in on Harris. Kick. Clarkson.
Clarkson, please don't shoot it.
Closes and Clarkson takes the
Clarkson with the he drove it in from the 3-point line and got an easier shot. It was a smart thing to do. Down by 40.
cross. Levert. Rebounded by Niang. Mitchell using the favor screen, and his push shot doesn't go. Loose ball foul.
This game is boring. They're so bad.
Unless it was a shooting foul.
So let's see what else is going on.
Picks up number 5.
Now, we know that.
I enjoyed the Lakers game. That's the game of the night, I guess, versus Memphis. So Denver's playing the Timberwolves. I haven't seen Memphis this year. I mean, Minnesota, excuse me. But I'm going to go back to the Lakers game. I think I might end this video soon.
Yeah, sometimes a possession had already been.
It really matters on this game if it's
But that's not going to count.
53 to 53.
Outside.
Carl's game shows that friendly bounce for Dennis. 3, 4, just roll.
Yeah, no, I agree. LeVert, he has promise, but he has to stay healthy.
Dennis tonight is 1 for 2. It's nice to see him knock one of those down. He was 0 for 4 in game 1 of the mini series from 3-point country. Boy, they're running out on him, making sure he
Do some rap, like
splits to the bench.
like
LeBron,
rap
here he comes
music?
down the middle, he goes. Ooh, they're arguing. But
I don't rap.
I thought it was.
It's not in my
He
nature.
made it anyway. Count that basket. Well, you saw the bench.
So I think I might end it here because it's a slow night in the NBA. Not a lot going on. LeBron was killing in the second half. But yeah, remember, like, subscribe, look at my other video. It's the jerseys. I'm going to end it here. I appreciate y'all and y'all sticking around during the whole video. It's an hour and 30-minute video. Yes, rap the Rockets. Rap the Rockets. Thank y'all again. I appreciate every one of y'all.
Los Angeles, 95 days.